Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and Happy New Year officially. Since the last time we were here, it was just before New Year's. As you can see, Trevor looks a little different today. So Trevor had to be away today, so we have the next best thing. Jay Hooks is here. Jay is Trevor's business partner and owns Moorefield Real Estate. And Adam Bartholomew is a well-known name in our community as well, and he's with Moorefield Real Estate. So the three of us today are going to try to do it, as well as Trevor is usually here with us. So we're going to get right into it. I feel like you've probably seen Jay's picture, seen Adam's picture, heard their names around town. So this will give you an opportunity to learn a little bit more about them and what made them interested in real estate, how long they've been doing it, and why you should trust their names when you see them. So Jay, you're going first this morning. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how long you've been in real estate.
Well, I'm in my 16th year in real estate, and I was in the insurance business for 5 right out of college and spent 16 years in the automotive sales industry.
Okay.
And I think the two of them kind of prepared me for making the move, and I thought about real estate for 10 years before I actually made the move.
You hear that so often. Obviously, that was the case with me too, and you thought it about a little bit before too.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah. The real estate move was very easy for me.
Okay.
I've always thought that I would like to do it. So when I had the opportunity to switch, I met Ken Moorefield at an open house. And he was doing an open house right across the street from me. And I walked over to tell him how much traffic he had generated since he took the listing from the other agent. And Ken said, "What do you do for a living, boy?" And I said, "Well, I have my real estate license, and I'm going to go out and I'm going to search with all the firms and see who will offer me the best opportunity." And he told me, "I'll do that for you. Come see me on Monday." So we got together and had lunch, and the rest is history. I didn't go anywhere else.
But you haven't always been a part owner at Moorefield. When did that change for you?
Trevor and I bought Ken out January 1st, 2016.
2016. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So many people, I feel like, in our community have a Ken Moorefield story or connection. He was just kind of a household name. Hence why y'all didn't change the name.
No, it's a tribute to his legacy,
Yeah.
because I've never worked in real estate anywhere but with Ken, and now for myself and Trevor, and this is a Ken prodigy right here.
All right, so let's hear about this prodigy. Adam, tell us a little bit.
Well, Sterling, my story is like Jay's is. Ken actually was showing me houses.
Okay.
And I
He
wanna
was your agent.
He was my agent.
Okay,
Yep.
okay.
The best agent around. My mother-in-law used him, and her mama used him. And
Okay.
I didn't have a choice. I had to use. So
He wouldn't have had it any other way.
That's right. That's right. So I ran a bread route for 9 years. That kind of taught me discipline and things. So when I met Ken, he saw something in me that I didn't see. It almost makes me emotional now, but he saw something, and what he had a gift of is taking something and making it.
Absolutely.
I listened and did what he said, and now I'm here, and I'm thankful for it. So.
And what is he? What's he in our community?
He is the top agent for the 2nd straight year with Moorefield Real Estate.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Adam.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. That's a big deal.
I remember when Ken found Adam. Oh, he had to come and sit down and talk to me and tell me all about Adam Bartholomew. So wasn't long after that he was joining our team.
That's awesome. Well, both of you are household names, though, in our community. All right, Jay, speaking of, let's talk about some numbers.
Drum roll.
So Jay is our expert here. Since we don't have Trevor, she's also usually the expert, and they are great at pulling all the numbers so that you know what the trend is.
Well, I think the overall consensus, when you're in the real estate business and you go somewhere socially, everybody wants to talk about the market.
So true.
How's
So
the market?
true.
How's real estate sales? In 2022, when they started the uptick in the the interest rates, trying to quell inflation.
Okay.
Yeah, I think everybody thought, oh my goodness, what's it going to do to the market? And it was a slight blip for a couple months where things seemed to be, calming down.
Right.
Because 2020 and 2021 were outstanding years in our market. But for 2022, what I pulled was just residential sales.
Okay.
Not anything. There's a lot of sales that take place off the market,
Right,
big tracts
right.
of land, commercial. But residential sales in Nash County in 2022 were 943. Edgecombe County, 425,
Okay.
for a total of 1368 residential sales.
In 2022, 1368. Okay.
2022.
Okay.
Now, I do want to talk about Moorefield's numbers just a little bit too, because
Drum roll.
in 2022, out of the 1368 total sales, we accounted for 329.
Wow.
Wow. So
And-
what percent is that?
Well, it's 85.5 million in volume, and it was
Wow.
just over 25% of the total real estate residential sales.
Wow.
That's dominating.
That's
Especially since it's not the biggest agency.
there's 17 of us.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
mean, and there's
yeah.
bigger agencies and there's franchise agencies, and we're just a small independent agency that believes in working, and we've been very blessed. I know that-
Hardworking people.
So let's step over to 2023.
Okay.
The numbers did go down slightly, but I think you'll find is that the overall
They should have gone
image,
down dramatically according to the country, though,
Right.
right?
we're one of the bright spots. North Carolina is one of the bright spots. Nash County went from 943 in 2022 to 835. So
Okay.
a small
Okay.
reduction. Edgecombe County, 425 to 370 for a total of 1,205 homes sold,
Okay.
residential.
Okay.
Now, again, I want to toot Moorfield's horn just a hair. Out of the 1,205, we did 318.
Wow.
And our percentage of market share in an off year went up. We did 84.5 million, which accounts for 27+% of the market.
That's awesome. That's
It
awesome.
kind of goes against the numbers, what everybody thinks. And when I'm talking with people out in the community, they're surprised. But it's still a great time.
Well, I do feel like this is a testament to our community. Maybe not a bubble is the right word for everybody out there, but we have definitely been sheltered from what has happened over the rest of the country. We've talked about that so many weeks in a row, but this is just one more highlight to that.
That's correct.
And it's a highlight to what you all just said about Mr. Moorefield and kind of putting a roadmap in place, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, absolutely. He put the roadmap out there, and we have followed it. And he was very happy because Ken stayed with us, even though Trevor and I had bought him out. He stayed with us as the founder of the company. He changed his title from the owner to the founder. And for the general public, nobody knew anything changed.
I didn't actually know that. No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he put it in place, and we have just continued to plow forward. We haven't changed anything.
Okay. Well, that's really cool. I have to say, I mean, as you all know, I've been on the show. I've only been at Moorefield for now 19 months, and 20 months, and it's been a great 20 months. But to see that 25% market share to 27% market share, maybe we can be 28, 29% market share this year and keep climbing. So I love it because we're not even the largest firm don't have the most agents, just hardworking agents, right?
That's right. Getting the job done and getting it across the finish line is what we specialize in. In times like these, experience matters.
Right. Right. So knowing that, what do you think 2024? I know you don't have a crystal ball. I know you're not a lender. I know you're a real estate agent, but you've been doing this almost 16 years and almost
7.5.
7.5 years. What do you think 2024 is going to look like?
I'm going to pass that to Adam first.
No pressure.
I'm looking forward to a great year.
Yeah.
I mean, everything we've been taught up to now is going to shine this year.
You think so? Yep.
A lot of people don't have the experience we do. So in 2024, a lot of buyers are going to come back out because things are shifting again. And we've got the workforce in place to really push through now. So we're going to capitalize this year, I feel, What do you think, Jay?
Well, I concur. I
Okay,
mean,
okay.
with the rates, with the smaller reduction in what we've seen in the rates has already stirred up the market. And, today is January 10th. And since the 2nd of January, I have put 3 properties under contract. And they were in this hard-to-sell price range last year. Last
Right,
year,
right.
it was an unusual market when we had the high-end clients and high-end homes were selling, and the low-end homes, if it was, and no offense to anybody, but if you had a home that was at the lower end of the market, an entry-level price of $175 or below, they were going like this. The ones that were
At
stagnant,
250, 350.
250 up to about 400 was kind of sitting. And both of the ones that I put under contract, one was 275, the other was 274.5.
Okay,
So,
okay.
yeah, and then I got another under contract, which is a piece of land. So that's 3 though in a week, and that's just, I hope that's indicative of what we're looking for.
It's a sign.
I know you've already
Yeah.
sold some this year too.
Yeah, I've put 2 under contract so far this year, and I'm sure you've got other.
Got multiple, yeah.
Multiple under contract.
A lot of
so-
listings coming out too. A lot of people waited till after the first.
I
and
totally agree.
That's gonna stir up too.
And a couple listings that I've gotten, I didn't even know they were interested until January 1st rolls around,
Yeah.
and then they're, reaching out. So that's fun. All right, so we only have just a minute or 2 left, and I wanted these 2 experts to leave you with, if you're thinking about buying this year or you're thinking about selling, obviously you should use Moorefield. But if there was a tip out there that they could give you, I wanted to leave you with that nugget for the next 2 weeks. So, Adam, what would you say?
Buy now. I mean, don't wait. Tomorrow's not promised. But it's still a good time to buy. The market's still good. And there's no need to wait for a better time. It's like having a child. There's never a right time.
Well said.
I
Yeah.
think we all know about that.
That's right. That's right.
Well
But,
said.
and we'll help you. We'll put you in, as far as the financing.
Yeah,
We've
yeah.
got people to take care of you on that. So
They met Dave last show. Yeah.
Super Dave, that's right. So that's go ahead, talk
Okay.
to somebody, call somebody, go ahead and get started in the process and let us walk you through it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of misconception with the public about it's a bad time to sell your home, and we've all heard advertisements and things saying that it's a very stressful situation. But when you have experienced professional agents like yourself, Adam, myself, Trevor, all of our team, it doesn't have to be as stressful as what it is portrayed. We will take the stress out of it and get it across the finish line for you.
Well, I can speak to that just because I told you I've been there 20 months, right? And it's been a great 20 months. But what was really nice is to come and already have reputable, knowledge, trusted inspectors, lenders, appraisers, HVAC inspectors. So that just kind of makes that process, at least for a new agent, and I'm sure a new buyer, way less stressful, when somebody's already tried and true. So thank you all so much for joining us this morning. We're going to share this on Facebook, and this will also be on WIG. So if you need to reference any of these numbers, but what you should know is just remember that our market is really doing well, and 2024 has a positive outlook. I will not be here for the next show, but Trevor will be back, and she will have a guest with her. So thank you so much for joining us, Adam and Jay. And that's right, and Moorefield.
Moorefield Real Estate.
Y'all have a great day, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.